Alright, I'm Kees. I'm here on Maverick. I'm just going to give you a little tour of the boat down below. So, we're here in the aft section, under the aft deck in the cockpit. And this is where a lot of stuff's going on. So, all the way in the back, we've got two watertight compartments. That is where the rudder tube is, so where the rudder system goes through the deck, through the hull. We've got the traveler ram back there, and we close those off when we're at sea to go sailing. There in the back we've got our diesel tank, we've got our lifting prop system. So it's a very simple system. You can see here there's a bit of string that pulls the prop up and a bit of string that pulls the prop down. And when the prop's up, it sits inside this this carbon housing. We've got our water tanks just here and our water maker to fill them up. And also this area is used for a bit of storage. We've got some camping mattresses over here to go on the floor, and we've got another bunk here for sleeping. So now we're going to go forward a little bit. Cool, so we're here in the central area of the boat. Steps where we come down from the deck. On this side of the companionway steps, we've got the engine start panel, the sat phone, and the VHF just over here. And on the other side, we've got the electrical panel, so where we switch on all the lights, all the electronics on board, the computer, the PC, all that stuff. Under here is the engine. You can't really see it, it's hidden away pretty well. But we've got a very small, lightweight engine on board, just enough to get us out of and into marinas, basically. So over here we've got a pretty unique part of the boat. For a 46-foot boat, we've got our canting keel system. So down here is what we call the wet box. So through this little plexiglass hatch you can see the keel head and the rams that connect to it to push the keel 37 degrees either side. Under this hatch here we've got the main keel ram, so that's the one that's driving the keel. And under the one I'm sitting on, this one here, is the backup ram in case this one fails. Either side here we've got a bit of storage, just for some safety kit, some tools, some personal gear, things like that. So here we're just in front of the keel section. We're into the bow section of the boat. This is the starboard side. We've got the storage setup going on here, so everyone's got their own hook with their gear on it, their life jacket, their foulies, their boots, and any other stuff they might want to hang up. All nice and tidy with bungees, so when we're on a heel it doesn't slap everyone in the face. Also there's a lot of hydraulic connections up in the front here. And on the other side we have the galley, the kitchen. So this is our kitchen, super glamorous. We have here a little jet boil. That is what we use to boil our water in. And then that boiled water goes into little pouches with freeze-dried food, and those are our meals. We've got granola for breakfast, and then we've got a whole range of chicken curry and beef, noodles, and all sorts of things, which are actually really tasty for freeze-dried food. We've got some storage here, just in some netting bags, nice and light, and a couple of mugs for everyone to have a coffee out of. So that's sort of our kitchen setup on the boat. Alright, so here we come to what makes the boat really special, and that's the twin foils that we've got. So here you can see the foil case. So we've got one that I'm sitting on with some spinnakers on top of it right now, and this one here, and you can see the shape of the foil. The casing is exactly the same shape, and the system that we use to deploy it. So we've got a very simple, easily serviceable system to deploy the foils. It's just a winch handle and a line driver, one way for out and spin the other way for in. So I'll deploy the foil right now. And that's it. That's foil deployed, and then we lock it into place. And so here we are right in the front of the boat, which is also our bathroom. So here we have a bucket. That's our poo bucket. That is our toilet. Either that or just off the back of the boat. We got a little poo screen up there for a little privacy when you're doing your thing. And then it's nicest when it's light weather and you can just climb out of the front hatch and dispose of your business. Okay, so here we're just in the aft section again, but this time on the port side, just to show you how the prop exactly goes up and down. So, very, very simple system installed by yours truly. Let's pull down. There we go. That's the prop all the way down, and to pull up, it's just pull the other way. And there we go. Super lightweight, super easy, and really serviceable. So the reason we have a prop up down is to reduce drag. So a prop and all the things that go with it sitting in the water when we're sailing slows us down. So we want to be able to retract it, and it's built so that when the prop is up, there's a cover that sits exactly flush with the hull, so we have no unwanted drag. So here, just on the port side of the boat, just under the cockpit, we've got Eric's nav station. This is the brains behind the operation.
So yeah, here we're just getting ready for the race. So just download a new weather file using Squid software, and then we're just going to import that into the routing software to find out what sort of routing options we have for the race. So far it's looking pretty light, and it could take over 3.5 days to get there. So we're hoping for a little more breeze, but so far it looks like a light upwind race. Pretty much this is where I do most of my work. Otherwise I take the iPad up on deck and work from there.
That kind of concludes our tour of the boat. As you can see, it's pretty basic and stripped out, but actually it's a pretty comfortable boat to live on, although it does get pretty hot. It's 10 a.m. at the moment. I've just spent 10 minutes doing not very much, just giving you a tour of the boat, and I'm dripping with sweat, so it does get pretty hot in here. And the next 3.5 days on the race are going to be pretty toasty, so I imagine I'll be sleeping on deck quite a lot. But anyway, I hope you like the tour, and keep following the story on Maverick49.com.